Hey guys, welcome to another recap of Big Brother 13. This is from the 28th. Our cable and internet were knocked out and we missed the episode that aired on Sunday the 28th, so I'm making up for it. Last time, Danielle and Jeff were evicted in a shocking double eviction. I'm sure they probably saw it coming. They acted like, ooh, I didn't know it was coming, but I'm sure they probably did. And of course we knew it was coming because Julie Chen told us about it like 3 times. So at the end of the last time's episode, though, we were left wondering who is going to win the HOH. Alright, so a little backstory. Whoever got to edit this episode of Big Brother, there was an awful lot of old material and a lot of backpedaling. There wasn't actually like a lot of new after the fact information in this one, so bear with me. They did a little flashback in time the night before the eviction. Rachel confronting Jeff on the Jeff, did you throw the cornhole game? I mean, that involves my fiance Brendan. And when Brendan, my fiance, gets evicted, it's serious. Alright, so Jeff, he's got to lie to Rachel. He's got to tell her, no, I had nothing to do with it. I didn't throw it, anything like that. So she believes him because, I mean, who is she really going to believe in the house, I guess? I don't know. 2 hours before the eviction, Jeff is tired of Shelly's two-timing. It's pretty obvious at this point. She's always talking to everybody in the house. And he totally outs her final 3 and 4 deals with just about everyone in the house. Awkward! She totally got caught in a lie. So, I mean, it was obvious. Then, after the major blowout betrayal and heading into the second eviction, Rachel and Jordan know that they need to step this shiz up and they have to win if they want to stay in the house. So Kalia ends up winning the HOH after it came down to Kalia and Jordan. Jeff couldn't play in that one because he was the HOH the week before. And Jeff and Rachel are nominated. Now there was a minor technicality here. Jordan and Kalia had a week 1 deal that they would never put each other up. And even though Shelly was harping on the fact that she wanted to see Jeff and Jordan split up, and Portia wins the veto, sorry, it's been an extremely long day today, and she does not change the nominations. So Rachel thinks she's the target, but actually the target is Jeff. And Shelly totally turns her back on her supposed alliance that she's been playing with the entire season and gives it to Kalia to break the tie. And Kalia gets rid of Jeff. So, Jordan feels like a horse's ass now for trusting Shelly. And she feels like the biggest idiot in the world, and I don't blame her. First of all, I wouldn't have been in an alliance with Shelly because she seemed two-faced to me from the word go. So maybe Jordan should feel stupid. I don't know, but I definitely would not have been in an alliance with Shelly. She gets into a shouting match with Shelly that is so bad that Rachel just basically has to drag her away. And it's not so much that she got, it's that she trusted Shelly. I mean, I think for Jordan this went beyond the game because I don't think Jordan's very good at playing the game at all. The only reason Jordan won her season was because she was not a floater. She just sucked at competitions and she ended up making it to the end. And sometimes when you suck and you make it to the end, you end up winning because the person who you're sitting next to was so abrasive that nobody wants to give them the money. That is a valid strategy. I mean, it's not like she was a creepy floater and she floated between and tried to deceive people. She just happened to make it to the end because she sucked. And that's okay by me. Alright, so it's time for the HOH competition. And it's called Snake Ball. And it was the one that the house guests got to practice beforehand. It's basically a big wooden snake on a pivot point, and you have to get your ball furthest down the snake before it falls off and into a point value. So the way they did this is they did it rankings first, and then they did like seeds, I guess you would call them. Then you go head to head. I wouldn't have done it that way. I would have done it in rounds, like everybody's. I guess probably would have taken a long time for everybody to go, and the least amount per round gets knocked off. But I guess it's kind of the same. But the way they ranked it, Adam and Portia were the first matchup, and of course Adam is out. Adam actually really sucks at competitions. He tries, he don't do very well. So then Portia had to go up against Rachel, and she beat Rachel. Then Portia had to go up against Shelly, and she beat Shelly. And finally it came down to Portia versus Jordan. Now, as much as I really don't care for Portia, she definitely deserved to win this competition, and she won it fair and square. So congratulations, Portia, you won HOH. I guess she's really great at handling those snakes. Aren't all cocktail waitresses? Alright, well I guess Rachel wasn't as good, so congratulations, Portia. Adam totally floats over the newbies at this point, and like I said before, there's a difference between sucking and being a floater, and Adam just happens to be both of those. He sucks, and he's a floater. I think he floats because he sucks. That is kind of despicable to keep switching alliances, you know, and that's exactly what he's done. So, I don't like his game. But like somebody, well, let's just break this whole thing down here, because we've had a lot of like, you don't like Danielle? What's wrong with you? She's the only one who's making good moves in the game. No. She's making big moves, but they're not smart. I can go in there and make big moves, but guess what? There's going to be retaliation, kids. You got to make the right big moves. And the only beef that we had with her was that she was not making the right big moves, and that we didn't really like her as a person, but that had nothing to do with the game, so blah, blah, blah. Alright, so it's time for a surprise. Portia goes into her HOH room, and it's Pandora's box. How contrived could this be? Just when all hope is lost for Rachel and Jordan, a twist? Oh my! Alright, so there's 2 boxes in there, $5,000 in each, and 2 glasses of champagne. So of course Portia opens up Pandora's box, and you know what that means. It means something good or bad may not be released on the person opening the box and or people in the house. Can you be a little more vague? Alright, so by getting the money, which she, by the way, had to share with somebody, and she picked Kalia, so they each got $5,000. She unleashed the duo twist from earlier this season onto the house guests. So all of the house guests are repaired up. Portia and Kalia are a pair, Rachel and Jordan are a pair, and Shelly and Adam are a pair. And they will play as pairs. If they're nominated, they go up as a pair. If they somebody wins the power of veto, they come down as a pair. But only one gets evicted, and yes, they do have to campaign against each other. So, tell me that wasn't planned, you know, because if you get rid of Rachel and Jordan, I mean, it's just going to be the newbies, and of course Big Brother doesn't want that. They want to keep it interesting. Alright, so Wednesday is the POV. Rachel and Jordan have got to fight for their lives, because one of them is going home if they don't. And if they do win the veto, gee, I wonder who's going up. You do the math. Alright, so kids, until Wednesday, much love.